Hello, John Manship Records.
I'm John Manship, a record collector, dealer, vinyl junkie for the last 55 years, I think. I've been selling on Discogs since 2009. Importance of grading for the seller is that you want these people to come back. Every time you list a record, you have a chance to build a relationship. In this company, we visually grade records. If it looks like it might not play what the visual grade suggests, then we play it. But 95% of the time, a visual grade is enough. I've got a record here in my hand, which I don't think this is the first time it's been out of its packet, let alone been played. I always angle the thing, so when you angle it and get it catch it in the light, you can see any imperfections at all. And I would grade that mint minus in its original sleeve. So they are good and very good. In English terms is misleading, because anything that you say it's in good condition, you're expecting good condition. You're not expecting something that's got surface marks. Unfortunately, good has got surface marks. You see, if you're going to go to VG Plus on Discogs, you're actually saying this is one grade below mint minus. The best way to fill it is in your comments. Okay, so look, this is VG Plus, but it's below, just below mint minus, which will give them a grade of excellent. And you can put excellent in your comments if you want. We've got one here which has got misting on it. It's got a sticker on it. Now you must mention the sticker. If you didn't mention that sticker and they received it through the mail, I think whoever received that would be quite upset. A flaw that should be mentioned, especially if I collected the label. This has got a misting on it, and also if you angle and really check it, you can see there is, you can call them blemishes, but I can see a few marks. I think that should be a VG, but while I've been doing that, I've got a funny feeling that's got a slight warp. Now if you're checking for warps, that's the way you check for a warp. You hold it up like that, and I think that was the light shining on it that gave it the impression of being warped. That's flat. Now this would be a VG, because there's plenty of gloss on there, and there's plenty of tiny light hairlines. But I'm starting to go round there, and I can feel that one, so that's going to show on the stylus. Then I get to here, and it's got a scuff. So scuffs normally downgrade it at least one more time. So you'd probably get away with a G plus on that. That's something I would play and then grade it, but it's got a scuff, so it has to be G plus. One side of this is VG possibly. The other side of it has got marks all over it, so you've got two grades there. So you've got to go for the lower grade. You can't go for the higher grade, because the other side's going to let it down. So that's a G. And I'm looking at that, and that's got a ring crack. I bet that doesn't even play properly past one of these gouges, because that stops with my fingernail. So there you go. There's a pore. It's poor because it's got a tiny crack in the dead wax. So just as important when you're dealing with albums is the cover. If an album has an inner cover, the original inner cover, as in this Lee Oscar album, it needs mentioning, because it adds value. We've got a 12-inch here, no sign of storage wear, no ring wear, so you'd grade that really. It's about mint minus. Two clean labels, which is very important to say, because normally DJs have wrote the bloody names on the labels. If I had a clean, I think that would possibly come up VG plus. I hope you find that interesting and useful. Just remember that the buyer is hoping to have something special. So grade it as if you're going to buy it. So grade it accurately and grade it critically, and hopefully you won't have any comebacks whatsoever.